Thank you, Sven. And now I would like to say welcome to Jean, who might sit with another name saying Stefan Gitzinger, but it is Jean coming on from WWEA now. Please go on, Jean.
Thank you, Morten. And yes, no, my name is now corrected, fortunately. So sorry for the delay. I had a lot of issues today with the internet at home. My wife is in another meeting and probably have many meetings at the same time. It's not good for our internet here. But fortunately, with my phone, I managed to connect. So yeah, I will just start off with sharing my screen now. So today, I wanted to present about the general status of the small wind markets. I hope as you are probably aware, it has been very difficult during the last years to collect information regarding small wind markets. There are only few, let's say, active markets, strong markets, and the information is a bit scarce. But I did my best to try to collect as many information as I could so I can bring it to you today. So for you, many of you I know already know WWEA. We are an international organization, association, umbrella organization for the whole wind sector, but we have a small wind section since 2012, and we have organized several conferences in the past regarding small wind. Also, we have a working group, and we do, or we used to prepare in the past market reports. Every year now, we just try to collect as much statistics as we can and try to publish it in our website or in this kind of conferences. Morten is actually chairman of the association, and the association was founded actually by Peter Preben from Nordic Folkecenter. So we have a lot of cooperation between the two organizations and on the topic small wind. So now coming to the topic, so in this chart you can see this is the amount of units installed worldwide. Small wind units, we consider small wind less than 100 kilowatts. So you can see here that in the last, from 2019 to 2019, the market grew 3% in terms of units. And we expect that this will grow a little bit on 2020 and 2021, mainly because of Japan and Italy. I will explain a little bit more later. But as I always say, in small wind, you have to consider not only the units, but also the capacity of the turbines, because of the policy design. Usually in some countries will actually tend to have bigger turbines than smaller ones. And then you have China, that is the biggest market, installing very small turbines, 1 kilowatt around. So talking about units really doesn't make sense if you don't see each market individually. But just for general information, that we have close to 1.2 million machines installed worldwide that we know. And I should say also that most of them off-grid turbines are not in these statistics because we don't have any information. Most of the countries don't collect information on off-grid machines, so the market is probably bigger. Also, we don't know, for example, in markets like in China, there might be many machines that are really, they take it out, so we don't know also how many of these, how many machines have been uninstalled, let's say, in China, for example. So it's quite difficult to know the market, but we can at least know how much it grew from one year to another in the official statistics. So in terms of capacity, you see we have from 2018 to 19 more or less the same amount of capacity installed, mainly because were the same markets as the year before, Italy and Japan, who made them, let's say, the main installations. China has been very stable. We don't have final figures for China, but it looks like, according to the preliminary figures, it looks like the market is basically the same, around 30,000 machines sold in 2019. And the average size is 1 kilowatt, so it's more or less 30 megas. We expect to see much more this number to grow in the next years, mainly because of Japan, also Italy with the new feed-in tariffs. We see already some new installations there, but I will show you more. So when we see in terms of number of installations, as I mentioned, China, around 30,000 machines installed. And then you can see here the main countries. As I mentioned, these are official figures, let's say, and we don't consider here, at least outside of China, we don't consider off-grid installations. So in terms of capacity, you can see here that Italy and Japan, they're becoming now reaching the top markets. Italy will probably soon will be the second market for small wind in terms of install capacity. And also Japan is growing a lot. You will show you more numbers about Japan, but you can see from the rest of the countries we have numbers that are updated. So we will try to do our best to try to collect as much information as we can from other countries, so you can have a general picture of all other markets, smaller markets. But as I mentioned, it's quite difficult to get this data. Not many countries, for example, UK, we used to have very good information, but in the past, because of the feed-in tariff was over, so it's really complicated to get new data. So I will talk now about which are the active markets. I will exclude China because China, we have little information at the moment, also because it has been stable for many years, and it's mainly for a local market. So coming to Italy, in 2018, they stopped the feed-in tariff. We was very successful for machines 60 kilowatt around. But in 2019, in July, they, let's say, approved, or they announced the new feed-in tariff scheme, which is basically you have some groups. I hope you can see my mouse here, but the first one is the wind, and then you have some divisions here. So you can see here which is the feed-in tariff, which for small wind will be 150 euros per megawatt hour. So basically you have some registry, and for this registry you have some quota. So I'm a bit lost. I'm not a specialist on legislation and things like this, but it seems that this is a bit bureaucratic. So you have to go to a register, and this register, they have a quota. And you can see here which are the capacities here. But the thing is that you have to compete with PV also there. So of course, that will be a problem for a small wind. But so here's some specifications about how is the process. But just to make it sure, yeah, feed-in tariff is 150 euros or 50 euro cents per kilowatt hour, and these are the quotas. So I managed to get most of the installations of the machines in Italy and by region. So you can see here which are the regions. Actually, this covers about 8,000 units installed in Italy, and this is by 2019. So you can see here where are the turbines installed. Most of them are in these two regions here. If you want to know more specific where, you can contact me and I can send you actually the list. So here I prepared this chart because here you can see for those who make policies, you can see what is the impact of the design of your policy. So in Italy, it was very beneficial. The ranges was more beneficial to install machines closer to 60 kilowatt or 20 kilowatt than any other. So you can see here how everybody rushed to install 60 kilowatt machines. Even the manufacturers try to accommodate their machines to fit into this range. So, and here you can see in the colors the feed-in tariff schemes, let's say. So the orange one, or yeah, I hope you can see it also orange, is the new feed-in tariff. So you can see here already there are many installations in this under this scheme. The blue one was the previous one. So you can see here sort of already started going on there, something with the market in Italy. So it's kind of recovering now. So we expect to see new installations there. US, I will not talk about the US because we will have Mike Berge soon also speaking here, but the market, but you can see here only the small wind capacity. I want just to show you this as a preview. And then Japan, which is the other, let's say, most important market and one of the most difficult to get information from. Basically here in this chart, you can see what was the market pre-feed-in tariffs. This is a chart from 2010. So the purple figures are off-grid installations. The green is the on-grid installation. So you can see here that most of the capacity was smaller turbines and off-grid, which makes sense. And then post-feed-in tariff, this chart is from 2015, if I understand well here. From 2015, when they started the new feed-in tariff, you can see here how the numbers started growing. So by March 2019, there were 1,008 machines installed in Japan under this feed-in tariff scheme. So the thing here is that to install your machine, you have to be, but the translation is certified, but you have to be, certified to get the feed-in tariff. So you can see here the number. This is in install capacity. You can see the blue part is the number of install turbines or the install capacity, and the orange one is the certified capacity. So that means this is the pipeline, let's say, for small wind in Japan. So all this capacity should be installed in the next years. So you can see here a little bit the stop. I'm not 100% sure the reason, but there were some safety reasons because two machines from one manufacturer were broken, so they kind of stopped, let's say, the installations of these machines, which was one of the most important manufacturers in the Japanese market. They stopped everything there just to review to check which was the problem so they can correct. So there be a lot of very conservative on that, so it kind of stopped there. But you can see here is a huge capacity which will be installed in Japan in the next years. So we expect this to grow. So in this table here, I hope you can see something, but otherwise I will, if you need it, I can add to you. It's just the certified models and manufacturers that can be installed in Japan at the moment. So you can see here, there are some external like Berge, Gaia Wind, some other manufacturers here that are in this list. Some of them will have to renew the certificate. So, and some of them are Chinese. So it's just to show you which are basically the main players on the Japanese market at the moment. So just before that, I will try to share another screen. Let me try to, about Japan. This is something I'm working on now, but I didn't have time to finish. It's just basically the table, I hope you can see it now, is a table of all the machines that are being certified in Japan to be installed but have not been installed yet. So this is a list of, I don't know, 7,000 machines. So location, everything, size. So the only thing you can see here in terms of capacity, you see everything is around 19 to 20 kilowatt because of the feed-in tariff again, like same as in Italy. So it's not surprised that when you get the average size of machines installed in Japan is let me see, we go down at the end, is 19.7 kilowatt just because of the feed-in tariff. So for those who design policy, just something to consider. I'm not judging anything, but it's just something you should have in mind when you design the policy, that not everybody, everybody rushed to put the same machine or the same capacity. Let me stop this share again and then go back to my presentation here. Yeah. So finally, as I mentioned, I'm trying to finalize this to process this data about Japan so you can have a better picture. So I would recommend you to be to check our website on Smallwind in the next weeks. So soon we will have an interactive dashboard there where you can have all this data about US, Japan, Italy, and worldwide. So you can play a little bit with the data. So also some maps from Italy and Japan that we have information also from Denmark. We have a very good information about where are the machines, which size, so you can play a little bit to see if you have a manufacturer, which places you should maybe try to focus. And then, yeah. So to finalize, I will show you just our website. So I recommend you to visit and recommend all your contacts to visit. So we have information here. We have prepared some webinars in the past, and we will organize some another one. So here you will see recordings of our webinars in the past webinars, also some invitation for the new ones. So we have also certification and labels, and we have some policy feed-in tariffs by region. So if you know anybody or you can promote this website, the idea is a little bit what you discussed before, is try to push a little bit more some people that is not aware about Smallwind. They have some kind of notion. So we are trying to promote Smallwind through different ways. I mean, the website, we also try to do social media soon, so young people can get some idea already. It's not only about PV, but there's something else. So with that, I would like to finalize my presentation. Yeah, if you have any question, and as I told you, please visit our website soon, so you will get more information about these markets. And if you have any other source of information that you think we should consider about any of your countries, like Sweden, or wherever you are, please let us know. Send me a message so we can include this data in the statistics. So back to you, Morten. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Danielle. That was very good knowledge to get. Please, Danielle, put the material you showed us into the chat so that people can get it from there. Will that be possible for you?
Yeah, I will put it. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then, are there any questions for Xiang? Oh, please come. I'm having a question from the Folkecenter about when the 10,000 turbines you talked about with the feed-in. When does the feed-in run out?
Which one?
The feed-in tariffs for these 10,000 wind turbines you mentioned. When does this feed-in tariff run out? When does it expire?
In Japan?
Yes.
I'm not sure right now, but they have some period where you have to, let's say, install the project. But I'm not sure because of the problems with the safety. Actually, I know the manufacturer went bankrupt because of the main market of this manufacturer was Japan, and then suddenly they stopped the certification, and they still stopped the certificate for this machine. So they actually went bankrupt. So I'm not totally sure, and it's quite difficult to get information from Japan, obviously, because of language reasons. So I will try to get that information. I know there is a period where they have to actually, after it's certified, they have to make the installation. But I will try to get some feedback on what is happening now, because maybe that's the reason why they stop installations, is because if most of these people were bought or were planning to buy this machine from this manufacturer and it's not there anymore, so what is going to happen there? But I'm not have the information now. I'll try to get it from, I think it was Tony who asked, but I will try to,
yes,
I will try to collect that and try to find out now that I'm working on the Japanese market and try to answer that.
Yeah, I think that would be of interest to a lot of people, not only here.
Yep.
Pardon? Yeah, especially, yeah, the manufacturers especially are having an interest for this.
Yeah. Especially, I will put that on the PowerPoint I will send.
Yeah.
Yep.
That sounds good. And are there further questions for Xiang? not for the time being. Xiang,
Okay.
I don't know how much it's possible for you to participate in the whole conference.
I will stay. I will stay, but without the camera because my phone is. I'm using the internet from my phone. So, but I will stay for sure.
No, that's very good. And you know, we also have after the lunch, there'll be in the afternoon, and there'll be tomorrow and day after tomorrow as well. But
Yep.
we're trying to make in not too long sessions, so that people have time to rest and so on.
Yep.
Well, we'll make a follow-up on the whole things later, and I hope that you can participate there. And I see that Otto Reinke is soon ready. And first, I'd like to say thank you very much to you, Xiang, for your participation.